Vancouver to Auckland is the longest flight we've ever been on, 14 hours. We left at 6:30 Thursday night and we got in 5 a.m. on Saturday, missing Friday, somewhere around the international date line. Very long trip. The food was good, but it was pretty squishy. When you're in coach, it just kind of is what it is. Alright, we just got into Auckland, made it to Haka Lodge, super nice little place, really cute, got the exposed brick on the walls. I think that's kind of nifty. Reminds me of some of the old hotels in Vancouver. Just had a little nap, gonna go, and I think we're hitting up to Bitmart up by the water, coffee shops and a cafe, and just check out Auckland a bit today. And then we're heading off tomorrow. We do have 23 days. Our itinerary, we'll give you our itinerary, how we've got it planned. It'll be different for you. This is just an idea. We're trying to hit most spots just in case we don't get back again. You never know. So this is our New Zealand trip, Aotearoa. All right. Oh, it is cute. Our first day in Auckland and the coffee's been amazing, and so is the food. Just looking up. Auckland to Waitomo Caves, give yourself a good 2 hours. The only bit of freeway you get in New Zealand outside of Wellington is this little chunk leaving Auckland. Another nice drive. It is windy once you get out of the city, lots of road construction, so give yourself time. The drive from Waitomo Caves over to Rotorua, even though Google says it's 138 kilometers or an hour and a half, give yourself a good 2.5 hours. There's slow road, lots of construction. Beautiful drive. Solid backpackers in Rotorua. It's really nice. It's got a lot going for it. The kitchens are fabulous. It's lots of activities. It's in a funky building. You kind of go up and down ramps. It's really neat that way. The room is really big. Bigger than, as big as any hotel room. It's really nice. The bed is decent. The one thing it's missing is a window. Might be, for me, a bit of a deal breaker because I find it a little stuffy. Actually, I find it quite stuffy. They give you a fan and that goes all night, which is fine. I'm not keen with no window. Again, lots of good things about it, and the room is even good if you're cool with no window. Yeah, otherwise cool stuff. All right, it is 6:40 in the morning and one of my fellow hostelers found a coffee spot, so we are off to see where that is. Take a left. I think I'm on a road. Rock Solid's in the bottom of that building with the big mural. I think we found our coffee spot. All right, looking forward to this. So far the coffee in New Zealand has been stellar, so good. They take their coffee seriously. And we're at Jungle Coffee. I love the sound of the birds in New Zealand. It is really cool. And the cicadas, didn't expect that. Hadn't read that yet. It's just after 7, and I think I may have just found my second coffee stop. Alright, we think we're in Kairau. This is the name of the park, and I don't think I have the pronunciation quite right yet, but I'll Google search it and see what it is. It's really pretty, really close to the hostel. There's supposed to be thermal pools. That's why we're not sure if we're in the right one, because we don't see any. But it's really nice, and it's free. That's cool.
I think they're around the front. Okay, so we're not going to go down. Yeah.
Is it hot?
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh, really?
It's hot, hot, hot.
And in this park too, this is all free to do, so it's kind of cool. Save a bit of money, check stuff out, stuff we don't do too often, or ever. Not sure if I can catch it from this far away, but there's a cool bubbling sound under the rocks there. I will say, when you get closer to the pools, definitely a little smellier. I think what I wasn't expecting was the heat off of the water.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense.
Well, it makes sense for sure. Just not something you put together when you see clear water and then it's bubbling. Checking out the Redwoods Forest Walk. We're not doing the treetop one because that is $40 a person. And we're doing this a little more on the thrifty side. This is still gorgeous. So a whole day in Rotorua, and we have spent $0 on our activities. We've spent a lot of money on our lattes, but no money on activities. The thermal pools, checking out Rotorua, really cute town, and the Redwood Forest. Not sure what else we're doing.
Into the lake.
And we checked out the lakefront, really pretty, really, yeah, it's nice. Lots of swans, interesting. And the cicadas. I think you can hear them, maybe. Rotorua to Taupo is 80 kilometers or about 50 miles, and before you get to Taupo is Craters of the Moon. Really neat place to check out, highly recommended. Hookah Falls is also close to that and easy to do from Taupo during the day. Wild. That looks like it's another planet or something. Oh, and you can listen. Yeah, I know. You know, as a fan of the old Star Trek series, this totally feels like we're on one of those sets with the steam rising and kind of cool looking plant life. Really neat. When you first get here and you look down, it sort of doesn't look like much until you're down in it, and it is worth the $10 entry. It's quite fun. Little place, little mini kitchenette idea, and right above us is the main kitchen. Hostels seem to have TVs now. I used to like that they didn't. Nice little bathroom. Okay, there's something. That's cool, very functional. Kind of like Kinley House in Ireland. I like it. Very nice. All right, all yours, dear. Yeah, we are wishing that we'd stayed a few more days in Lake Taupo. This is so far our favorite hostel. Really cute, really comfy. Rock Solid was really a neat building. The room without a window though, not my fave, but this makes up for it. This is so nice. Bright, airy, fresh air, it's got a window. All the things I really like. And we're about 5 minutes from the lake and 5 minutes from the center of town walking. So you can park the car, you don't need to drive the darn thing again. This is great. Okay, time to unload and occupy the room. And then tomorrow we're off to Wellington. That's going to be a long drive day. I think that's 300 and some odd kilometers. And the roads aren't fast. Might say 100 clicks, but you're slowing down all the time for corners and repairs. So just saying. Hookah Falls outside Lake Taupo, and now we're at the spa park. It sounded kind of weird, spa park. I wasn't sure if that was like a, you know, where you're on a table getting spa treatment. It's just a nice big open space near Hookah Falls. We're going to maybe soak in a hot pool if there's somewhere to change, because we didn't really plan this to be changed ahead of time, so we'll see. Aotearoa Spa Park, and it costs nothing. It's super gorgeous. That's lovely. Well worth checking out. That and Hookah Falls. Two things that don't cost a dime. So the nice thing about nature when it hasn't been commodified is nature is free, and it's the best part of the trip. The things you pay a bunch of money for tend to not be, except for the Waitomo Caves, those were cool. But that's also nature, it's just been commodified. This is lovely.
Well, I wouldn't say it's being commodified.
What do you mean?
Well, because I also think it depends on like just what the different attractions and things like that, like what the money's going towards. Like I would want to research that to see, like, if is it giving back to communities, what is it paying for, you know.
So as mentioned, nature is always a good value.
It's not a value. No, but you know what I mean? Like,
I don't.
Well, it's like, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think you could put a dollar sign on nature. Why say that it has to be a particular value? It's just, you know, we get to be in nature. That's pretty phenomenal. That's all.
I got nothing. I just know it was cheap. I do use a lot of superlatives when I'm describing New Zealand. It is just a country full of very pretty drives. Topo down to Wellington, 331 kilometers or 200 miles roughly. Even though Google says it's 4.5 hours, give yourself more like 7 because it's twisty roads, lots of construction, and you're going to want to stop a few times at least to take some nice photos. And as I said, gorgeous drive, lots to see, little bit of freeway down near Wellington, and otherwise the rest of it's pretty small 2-lane kind of backcountry highways. Really fun though. Enjoy it and just take your time. What a nice area. Angela, any first impressions?
It's pretty great.
And this one's got a balcony. Always a nice feature. Oh my gosh. Would you check it out? You can even see the ocean through the buildings. So it's an ocean view. Oh, and mountain view. Ocean and mountain in one. Really? Mm-hmm. Oh, stovetop coffee. That's a classy joint. Hey, this is pretty nice. Again, couldn't find a hostel or a hotel to save our lives again, like in Naples. Don't know what's going on. So we're doing the holiday rental thing. Again, we're not keen on that because it does take away from the housing stock. Although for Wellington, we had no options. Literally checked every hotel and hostel we could find. Oh, this is okay though, it's quite nice. It's pretty. It's very nice. And the balcony's really a nice feature. We're going to be having coffee there in the morning. We'll see you soon. Tonight it's 9 p.m. and we're in kind of New Zealand's end of August, early September if we were in North America. It is end of February right now. Daytime is quite hot, about 25 Celsius. Nighttime it's cooled off quite a bit, 17, 18 Celsius, which isn't bad. Bit of a breeze, so it feels cool, right off the ocean. Pretty little town. There's Cuba Street. We're going to go to the quay tomorrow to the museum, and we're going to take the cable car in Lambton, from Lambton Quay up, I think it goes up the mountain. We'll find out, somewhere around Victoria. So looking forward to tomorrow. Have a good night.
That's what those hoolies. Oh, those are really,
You think that's it?
yeah.
Is that a cicada? I mean, there's quite a few of them on this tree.
Yeah.
There's another one there. I've not seen one of those before.
Okay, tonight we got the halloumi salad and we've added a bit of Valencia orange to it. The halloumi's done up nice with some mushrooms. The lentils didn't have a strainer, so used a big measuring cup, swished it, you know, got most of the liquids out. Just have to make do sometimes. This looks pretty good tonight, and some local kombucha. And cucumbers, tomatoes, local lettuce. This is looking pretty good. All right, look at that. And a dash of tamari, and then we've got some spices to add to it. That's also available in the cookbook that's on our website, and it's free. Just go ahead and download that, and it's updated every so often. This is one of the travel days I was really looking forward to, crossing the Cook Strait on the Inter-Islander Ferry. Gorgeous sailing. Takes about 4.5 hours from land to land. Google says this whole drive to Nelson with the ferry is about 6.5. Real time, give yourself about 7.5. Ferry departed at 1 p.m. We were in Nelson with no stops at 7:30 at night. It is really pretty. On really rough weather, I think you can have a delayed sailing time. The Bluebird ferries are a bit smaller and can be canceled. Inter-Islander has the big boats. They tend to not be. We drove our car from Auckland and left it in Queenstown on the South Island. That is something you can do. The ferry with a car and 2 passengers was $367, so just something to factor into your budget. Tasman Bay Backpackers is amazing. This is running us $85 a night for a huge room, big bathroom, and a veranda, if you can believe it. This is pretty sweet. The whole house is cute. A lot of whimsy in the painting and decoration, and the kitchen's massive. Tasman Bay Backpackers in Nelson on the South Island. Highly recommend. Good value for the money. Can't really beat this.
Over here for a sec, because there's some bright things that look nice.
That looks pretty cool. Puppy dog. Centre of New Zealand. I mean, it is kind of one of those touristy things, but it's really close to the hostel. And it looks really fun. Plus the views look to be stellar. And it's not very long. So just check it out after the farmer's market. And then we'll head over to the beach. Just headed to the beach in Nelson, and this is a beautiful drive. We were at the Nelson Farmers Market this morning. That place is amazing. They keep the prices low for locals. I mean, you can get produce, the price is better than anywhere we've been so far, plus everything's local and fresh, including Valencia oranges, avocados. There was a whole bunch of really good things. We had a couple of crepes that were delicious. Can't speak highly enough of the Nelson Saturday Farmers Market. I think there's two of them. This one quite stellar. And now we did Centre of New Zealand. That was fun. And now we're doing, I forget the name of the beach. Do you remember?
Starts with a
T. This is the name, and I'll try pronouncing it later. It's like, don't remember what it, there's a lot of Harleys in New Zealand for some reason. I don't know what that's about. It's weird. Gas, oh my gosh. So in Canada, we're complaining at $1.70 a liter. The 91 that they want you filling the rental cars with is almost $3 a liter, New Zealand, but that's still like $2.80, $2.75.
In 300 meters, you will arrive at your
Canadian.
destination.
We're almost there. Let's check it out. I think Tahanui Beach. That's how you pronounce it. Or no, that's how you spell it. I don't know if I pronounced it right. This looks very pretty. And it's not so hot today. Still scorching, but at least there's a bit of cloud cover, which is kind of nice. This is gorgeous. The water is cooler than I expected. It's super refreshing though. It's really nice. This is a very nice beach. I will put a link below as to where to find this. Worth checking out. Really nice. What you think?
good.
Every night at 8 o'clock is chocolate pudding night at the Tasman Bay. This is pretty cool. This is all part of your cost. Nelson to Christchurch is another stunning drive, and you go over the Lewis Pass, which is beautiful. There's a section on top that's this wide, barren landscape, just gorgeous. I was so caught up in the scenery, I forgot to do any filming, so it'll be a surprise if you do take this route. We ran into a fellow in Topo named Rod who recommended we do the West Coast, which next time if we get to do New Zealand, we will give it a go. I think it's a bit longer though. The drive has lots of stunning scenery, very beautiful, and as usual, the time Google tells you is an underestimate. You are going to stop a couple of times. It is windy and twisty, so add at least an hour, maybe two, for different stops. Yeah. We're heading from Nelson to Christchurch, and we're just getting into Lewis Pass. It is beautiful. This is fantastic. What I really appreciate about New Zealand roadways is they have rest stops and public toilets every so often, which is super cool when you're drinking as much coffee as I am. So it's a fantastic drive. We've got about 400 kilometers today. We're about 100 or so in, another few hours to go, and every so often we'll be stopping to go for a walk. So it'll take a little longer than usual, but that's okay. And Christchurch tonight, we're going to hit fish and chips. Apparently they got a great Maori restaurant that's fairly well known for their fish and chips tonight. That'll be all right. Cool, cool. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Pretty sure I saw Mount Doom in the background.
We're doing laundry tonight at Jill House, and we're not sponsored by anybody, but True Earth uses, or for laundry, you've got a whole load in just a strip, super easy to carry, and you're not looking for laundry soap in places where it might be a little difficult. So just a little hack, grab these for travel. So we've got scramble with lots of veg and the black garlic from the market in Nelson, which is why it's got a bit of a brown color. What do you think so far?
All good. That's all I got.
I know. So we decided to do, there you go, the Christchurch gondola. It's $40 a person, so we're paying $80 New Zealand to go up. I think it's going to be cool. It's got some trails and there's a cafe. I mean, there's coffee, so what else do you need? The view, I think, is going to be pretty stellar, so we'll check it out when we get there. You don't go very high off the ground, so if you are scared of heights, this is a good one, because you're maybe, I don't know, 20 feet at most, it seems. It's kind of cool. All right, let's check out what we see up top. Of the many very touristy things you can do in Christchurch is called punting on the Avon, which is the name of the river, and punting is kind of like the gondoliers in Venice. Same idea, except they're dressed Edwardian style. And suppose that could be okay. I don't know. This might be more fun though. Grab a kayak and go off down the river yourself. So So, you know, Christchurch is a little bit of a conundrum where the jailhouse hostel was a lot of fun. It's pretty, it's unique. It's very unique. It's very cool. Christchurch was devastated in the 2011 earthquake, and it has been mostly rebuilt. You know, they can't rebuild it the way it was original, so it hasn't got that kind of old world colonial charm, if you can call it charm. But everything's very new, very glass and concrete, and I would say it's a little bland. That's my opinion. I mean, it's I don't know what else you do. It's a lot of chain stores in the town center, although we found a coffee shop called C1 Espresso Roasters, and man, that was a cool place. Great coffee, and the food's delivered through pneumatic tubes. Really neat. I would recommend going there and just checking it out and order a hot dog or something just to see it come through the tubes. We did pick up some coffee to bring with us. That was super nice, and had a sweet, it's a Kumara, I think it's Kumara, like a mince tart almost, but no meat in it. It's the sweet potato, and it had, I think, cheese. It was really tasty, and the chutney was just out of this world. So good. So yeah, Christchurch is interesting. There's lots to do around here. The town itself, though, not what it was, but that's okay too. We're off to Lake Tekapo and the dark skies, and we've got a night booked where you soak in the hot pools and watch the stars. Now it is a bit cloudy, so hopefully we get a bit of stars. All right, we'll see you in Tekapo.
All right, the drive from Christchurch to Lake Tekapo is just as beautiful as all the other ones. Google says it is 225 kilometers, about 3 hours. Real time, good 4 hours, I would say, because little town I would really recommend is stopping in Geraldine. We wandered the streets. There's a bookstore there called Page and Post. Stop in and say hi to Joe and Belinda, very nice people. And a great little farm country store with good food. Again, nice little town. If you're driving hard, you could make it in 3 hours, but what is the point of that? This is all about the journey, and enjoy it because it is really fun. Lake Tekapo, we'll get there in a moment, but boy, that was one of our favorite spots.
What's that? Those are rabbits? Oh, he's taking off. Well, this is really neat.
Do you want me to close that?
Yep.
Or lock it?
I will lock it. So this is really cute. We're at the Lakeside Backpackers in Lake Tekapo, and the bathrooms and showers are right there. Here in Lake Tekapo, I can't even speak. We just did a sauna, steam, and a cold thing, and that was really good. It's supposed to boost your immune system. All right. What would you think?
That was pretty great.
Was it pretty great?
It was. I love hot. Hot is good. Sauna was nice.
It can't get too hot for Angela.
And we get to come back tomorrow for the stargazing.
Yep, we're back here tomorrow for the stargazing in the pool. It'll be nice. At 11. 11?
Yeah.
See if we can stay awake.
Really good. We have this at home, but not like this.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like it's
very rough. Yeah, and then bees are all over the place too. It's a rough life. Somebody's got to do it. Someone. No, we don't. At home, you don't seem to get to, we don't get to do this. I don't think anybody really does.
A bit of a splurge.
Well, it is a splurge because it was a little pricey. The stargazing tomorrow night, I think, is 110 each New Zealand dollars, so it is a bit pricey. And today, pools and spa, like the heat room and everything for the two of us was 74. So we got tomorrow, that covers tomorrow too. So it's not too bad.
Lake Tekapo, we were just down at the beach. It's 10 o'clock at night. This is some of the photos that we got. The moon was coming up. You can see the Milky Way. It's so cool. Cassiopeia in the night sky. What a gorgeous place. This has been, so far, a whole lot of fun. Lake Tekapo, what do you think? That was great tonight. The hostel's really good. We had fun cooking dinner with 50 other people. Close friends we just don't know yet. Yeah, no, this has been a good time. And just laying back on the beach, you know, dress a bit warm, stare up at the sky, and man, you can see every bloody star out there. It is so nice. And they've, you know, the Milky Way, it's just gorgeous. Can't say enough about it. You'll have to check it out.
Right, doing the Mount John 1 hour hike. There's a 2 hour option. We're trying to squeeze a few things into the day, so we're doing kayaking after. So we're doing the 1 hour trip up and down. We'll have a look. It's pretty gorgeous. You can see the lake and the spa, a whole bunch of stuff. Smells are very much remind me around Vancouver or even the Okanagan with the pine trees. It's a drier climate around here. Use lots of sunscreen. You do feel the sun different. Yeah, this is really nice. Nice trail. Easy to do. You can wear sneakers. It's all good. I think that's a famous quote from a movie. My gosh, it's full of stairs. All right. We were just thinking, and we're not going to do it, but you could, with a headlamp, a decent one, hike up here at night. It's only, like, we left the bottom, it's taken us 40 minutes to get up here. Bring a blanket, lay down, there's nothing to kill you. No bugs, spiders, snakes, any of that stuff. And at night, your view of the stars would be, I think, unparalleled. Angela had that idea. I was just thinking about coffee. All right, I think I'm home. Just need Scotty to beam me up. It's not a bad day so far. Morning jog, then morning hike. Had a snack, and now we're kayaking. And tonight we're in a hot pool under the stars. Yeah, Lake Tekapo. It's got a lot going for it. Plus, sitting in the back's kind of nice. Little word on gas. So when we were first looking at this trip, we were wondering if renting a camper van would make sense. I mean, you can get the minivan style, but that's pretty squished. We were thinking more, you know, something with a little bit of a kitchen. That was closer to 200 a day. Gas is 286 a liter, New Zealand. In Canada, that would be around 250 a liter. It's fairly pricey. We've driven in a small Hyundai car, 1,300 kilometers, and it's over 300 in fuel. So keep that in mind if you're going to rent the camper van. With the hostels in the car, we're coming out about the same, maybe a little cheaper. The Tekapo Springs stargazing, something we highly recommend. If you wanted to do the Mount John Dark Skies project, looks fantastic, but you have to book a year ahead, so it's kind of hard to plan. The Tekapo Springs, that was so nice. Laying back in the hot pools, watching the stars, something to do. And we're off again. This is another gorgeous drive, Lake Tekapo to Queenstown. Google's got it at 256 kilometers or 160 miles. It also says it's about 3 hours, but you're going to be stopping, so 4 or 5 hours is a better plan. The roads are like this, more road work. You will see some cool sights like the original bungee jumping near Queenstown. Definitely when you're going, stop Lindis Pass, and you do want to stop in a couple of spots. That's gorgeous where the star is right there, and it looks like this. The contrast between sky and land was just stunning. Another gorgeous drive. Enjoy it. It'll be longer than 3 hours, guaranteed.
We can make coffee in the room.
Oh,
This is okay. We need to move the car, but this is so nice.
this is how you know it's a classy place, is when you've got coffee in the room. Okay, we're at the Adventure Q2 Hostel. We've got the private room, just because we're old and it's hard to sleep anyway. But this is gorgeous, and we've got an ensuite. But the bigger thing, check out the views from the windows here. This is stunning. We may just stay in the room. This is gorgeous. What's your thoughts? Uh-oh. Huh. Yeah, I think we scored big on this one. Nice. Look at that. Got a walk-in shower, an ironing board. I don't do much ironing. Oh, this is very pretty. Goodness, look at that. Wow. How's your gelato?
It's good.
Is it good?
It's good.
Did you get enough?
I suppose.
There is an insinuation that I got more gelato on mine.
Well, you already ate part of yours, so it's hard to describe it now.
Above Queenstown. It's a little bit of money. It's $52 each return. We didn't do the luge because they're repairing one of them. Figure, might be a bit of a queue. This is gorgeous views though. Thinking probably worth doing if you can swing the $52 a person return. And you're above the hang glider, guys. This is really cool. Parasailers. We'll show you what it looks like now. We're checking out the Kiwi Encounters, which is up by the gondola. Really pretty in here. It is a little bit. It's $50 each. Goes for a good cause though. It's conservation. I've never seen a kiwi, so hopefully. There's no photography in the kiwi houses, so we'll see how that goes. We just saw a kiwi and it was pretty cool. I really recommend the Kiwi Encounter. Really neat. Something quite different. You won't have, if you're not from New Zealand, you won't have seen it before. Checking out the Queenstown Saturday Market up by the airport. Looks kind of cool. Looks like a nice setup. Gorgeous setting though. Really cool. What you got?
Jackfruit.
Oh, I had jackfruit earlier, now I got corn. Very nice. That is so cool. In the pink bucket here. Holy. Absolutely love how they're using real cups and plates and just washing them, bringing them back to the different stalls, so there's no waste. Why can't we do this in North America? That made so much sense. That's really cool. The drive from Queenstown to Itinerary is another pretty one along Lake Wakatipu for about a third, 171 kilometers. The real time's probably closer to 3.5. Lots of places to pull over, take some photos, stretch your legs. The journey on this one is also very nice, not to be rushed. Gorgeous scenery, lots of rolling hills, lots of farmland. Some straighter stretches of highway, probably some of the better stretches, but still not fast. So make sure to take your time. There's lots of wildlife, there's lots of farm animals. Some may get out, so just be careful for that. Otherwise, really nice drive. It's a little cabana. I think this is considered glamping. So you get your little room, and then toilets and showers are right there, and a little deck. So cute. Did up our own meal in the kitchen tonight. Got some fancy olives, good salad, nice walnut
sourdough. Yep, much healthier. And at a fraction of the price.
So when the glaciers tried to come and carve these islands out, they couldn't quite cut through them, so instead they had to go right over top of them.
Our second glowworm cave, and Tianao is so cool. A little more adventuresome. I mean, I felt it had more of an adventure quality than Waitomo. Both are fantastic. Both are very different. This was really neat. And after glowworms, a little ride around Tianao Lake. Or no, is it called Lake Tianao? It is. Lake Tianao. Beautiful spot. Highly recommended. If you're able to swing the $35, $40 for a couple hours to rent a bike, the Kepler track is gorgeous, nice, mostly flat, a little bit of hills, a lot of fun though, good little bit of exercise. This is beautiful here. Tianao is definitely on our our top few places to be. This is gorgeous. Tianao is a small town with a big presence, really neat. Observations about Aotearoa, or New Zealand. I have never heard Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show played so many times in public spaces as I have here. It's very interesting. Dr. Hook and an old band from the 70s called Smokey, which you may not know, but I'll put a link down below just because it's fun and they are super kitschy glam from the 70s. Today we wandered up to Milford Sound. We drove ourselves. We're not real big on taking bus tours. Weren't sure, but it's 118 kilometers. The time is an hour and 42 by Google, but give yourself way more. This is one of the most scenic drives we have ever been on. It's beautiful. Keep in mind, Milford Sound is one of the rainiest places on Earth, so dress appropriately, but more rain means more waterfalls, which is more dramatic. The Homer Tunnel, one of the most enjoyable tunnels we have ever experienced. It's really neat. I think it's 1.2 kilometers. You go down quite a steep gradient. It was started in 1935, and when you come out the far end, it is like a picture postcard from, well, Switzerland or Norway. You're in a fjord, so it's quite dramatic, and especially when you've got the fog and the rain, this is just stunning countryside. Highly recommend not to miss Milford Sound. This one will stay with you for life. It is just stunning. Queenstown is one of the prettiest geographically located communities I think we've seen in some time. It's just beautiful here with Lake Wakatipu, the mountains around you, the gondola. Few things that will cause a bit of stress is parking. If you have a car, you're going to be cursing. We had a heck of a time trying to find parking, and if you're doing pay parking, it's about $6 an hour everywhere you go. There are some areas where it's free street parking quite a ways from town, so just know that parking is going to be a bother. The other thing to know about Queenstown is it's very expensive. Eating out, pretty much anything you do is going to cost you a fair little bit. So if you're coming to Queenstown and the budget's tight, maybe just kind of enjoy the natural surroundings, go for walks and hikes. We did the gondola and that was amazing, but it did cost, well, I can't remember now, but I'll put links down below for all this. Is about 15 minutes out of Queenstown. Amazing drive up here. It's stunning. Another one to check out, and it's just a little bit of time is all it takes. Not much. As we've mentioned earlier, we rented the car in Auckland, drove all the way down to Queenstown, TNL, Milford Sound, back to Queenstown for a few days, dropped the car at the airport, and then flew back to Auckland. That was just under 2 hours, whereas the drive would have been an easy 22 to 24. Plus you've got the ferry cost, which is another $375 thereabouts for 2 people in a car. So it works out to about the same cost and a lot quicker. Just seems like a nice way to do it. Alright, we're back in Haka Lodge in Auckland, and it's a very nice room. A little bit of exposed brick, makes it look kind of cool. TV and a fan. It is warm here. It was a little cool in Queenstown. New Zealand is 1,600 kilometers in length. We put on just shy of 2,500 kilometers. We spent just about $600 in gas. Gorgeous day. It was pure blue in Queenstown and a little bit cloudy here, but much warmer and humid. So we got a nice room, couple of days. We got a concert tomorrow night, Angelique Kidjo at Town Hall, and Town Hall looks like a gorgeous venue. I should have a few photos off of that and a bit of video, so we'll show you that soon. Coming to the end of our New Zealand trip, going home to Vancouver on Monday, and it has been stellar. The coffee, the food, the scenery, you know, can't say enough. New Zealand, Aotearoa, fantastic place to come and visit.
We could
last day in Auckland, so we're walking and hiking up Mount Eden.
Thanks for joining us on our 23-day itinerary to Aotearoa, or New Zealand. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, because that is what drives these things on YouTube.
And thanks for hanging in for this epic video, and feel free to check out the Peaceful Nomads website.
Comments and questions just down below, we'll answer them best we can. And like Angela mentioned, there's going to be some more links, a little more detail, and some photos that we took on the website peacefulnomads.com. Thanks for joining us, and thanks for being there.